Inky Johnson wasn't just chasing a dream, he was running for his life. Born into poverty in Atlanta, Georgia, in a cramped one-bedroom house filled with 14 people, he grew up with no space, no comfort, no guarantees, only grit. For 5 long years, from age 15 to 20, he trained like his future depended on every second, because it did. While others slept, he ran. While others partied, he prayed. While others doubted, he believed. Football wasn't just a sport to Inky, it was the only door he saw out of a cycle of pain, poverty, and silence. And he pushed himself to the edge, physically, mentally, spiritually, every single day, through rain, through exhaustion, through every voice telling him it wasn't possible. He earned a scholarship to the University of Tennessee, rose to become one of the top NFL prospects, and with the draft just around the corner, it looked like every sacrifice was finally going to pay off. But then came September 9, 2006. A regular tackle in a regular game, until it left his right arm completely and permanently paralyzed. In a split second, everything he built, every drop of sweat, every mile he ran, every dream he carried, was gone. For a moment, the world stopped. He had every reason to give up, every excuse to quit, but Inky didn't ask, "Why me?" He asked, "What now?" And that moment, that mindset, changed everything. In the 5 years that followed, Inky Johnson didn't become a football player, he became a purpose-driven force of nature. He turned his pain into power, his injury into inspiration, his breakdown into breakthrough. He stood on stages, looked into broken hearts, and spoke with the authority of someone who had lost everything but still stood tall. He reminded the world that true strength isn't in what you lift, but in what you rise from. That faith isn't proven when you succeed, but when you survive. He told people, "I didn't lose my arm. I discovered my mission." His story reached schools, prisons, locker rooms, churches, not because he made it to the NFL, but because he didn't, and still found victory. Inky Johnson is living proof that a setback is a setup for something greater. That when God says no, he might just be pointing you to a better yes. Today, he doesn't wear a jersey, he wears purpose. He doesn't chase applause, he speaks truth. And the world listens. Because when you see a man who had everything taken, and yet walks in peace, power, and purpose, you realize what real success looks like. Inky's journey didn't end on that field, it started there. And 5 years after his injury, he was no longer chasing a dream, he was living in purpose. And purpose? That never dies.